Hello everyone, it's Cassie and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my July TBR. We are in full-fledged summer. Well, where I live it does not feel like it because we've had rain constantly, but hopefully July will be a little bit warmer. And I feel like summer is just made for reading, so I'm hoping to get a lot of reading done in July, and hopefully my TBR allows me to get some good books in. I'm really in a thriller mystery mood, so I'm hoping to mostly get that and maybe a couple romances. Yeah, mainly mysteries. Last month I only had 4 books on my TBR, but I still did not finish it because I had this behemoth on there. So I read 3 out of 4, but I did not finish or really even start keeping 13. So I did fail my TBR, which means I have to take a punishment. My punishment is just picking a book out of here and I have to read it. So I get no control over what I'm reading. I actually don't think I have all my books in here, so probably anything I've hauled in the last 2-3 months are probably not in here. So, and those are ones I'm more excited for, obviously. So we'll see what I get. I'm nervous. I really want something nice. I keep getting Chestnut Springs and I'm not in the mood for it, but it's fine. It's fine. The next book I need to read in Chestnut Springs is Powerless. This is the series by Elsie Silver. I do TBR roulette on my channel through YouTube shorts if you have never seen those. And actually in other videos I kept getting Heartless coming up for prompts, or I needed to read it. Just the universe wanted me to read it so bad, and I did not enjoy it that much. It was fine. It was very mid for me. I had really high expectations because people love it so much, and it was just okay. So I just kind of wanted a break from that series, but that's okay. I need to read these books anyway, and I am excited for this one because the male main character in this is a hockey player. I think she's running away from her wedding, or maybe that's a different book in this series. So this has potential. I just was not in the mood to read this. That's all. Hopefully I just am in the mood for it later in the month. It's just right now I'm not. I'm gonna put this back in since there's more in this series to read. And now we can get into my real rolls. If you've never seen my TBR before, I roll 1 die to get my number across and 1 to get my number down. Where they meet in the middle, that's the prompt I use to pick my book. If I get doubles, there are punishments, but at least for those ones, the prompts are a little bit easier. Pretty simple. Let's go. 1 across and 3 down. 1 across, 1, 2, 3 down, which is Illustrated Spine. I don't know that I have that many. And I do replace the prompts each time to get a little bit of variety. And the A of or in the title. To be honest, I really don't have that many books that have any illustrations on their spine, so I didn't have a lot to choose from. But I did pick Revolve by Bal Cabra. This is, who is a Canadian author, but I am going to take that sticker off. This is the 3rd book in the Off the Ice series, so another hockey romance. I am in my hockey romance era for sure. So this was a good pick. It just was not one I was thinking of for this month. The series follows college hockey players. I can't remember who this one follows. Dylan Donovan, who we've seen in the first 2 books at Dalton University, who I guess gets kicked off of the hockey team for his reckless behavior. Left with slim chances of being drafted into the NHL. So then our female main character, Sierra, who is a Olympic figure skater, had a life-altering accident on the ice that left her with panic attacks. Now is looking for a new partner and someone who can match her on the ice as she's back at Dalton University, and Dylan seems to be the only one that can do so. So I think this will be fun. It's giving Icebreaker a little bit, and I love the cover. And the final one in this series comes out in August, I think, maybe September. So at least I'll be caught up. Now let's go into roll number 2. 3 across, and doubles, of course. Of course we have to get a double and another roll. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It is video why am I holding my hand like that? It's a video project, but this one does go back on here. So basically just a book I need to read for a video. As mentioned, I do these TBR roulette videos on my YouTube shorts, and I need to read Such Charming Liars for that by Karen M. McManus. So I am going to choose this because I have to read it anyway. This one is about Kat, and her mom is a bit of a criminal, a jewel thief, participates in some heists. And Kat has kind of been brought into that life because of that. I believe her mom is trying to get out of this life, so she just needs to do one more heist at this really prominent family's house during a party. But when they get there, I think it's the Sutherlands, but when they get there, they run into Liam and his father, who Kat's mother was married to for like a day or something, 2 days, 48 hours, and so it's her stepbrother and stepfather for 48 hours. They're at this party, which causes some issues, and then it appears someone dies at this party as well. I am not as excited about like the heist or that kind of element of this, which is why I've put it off for so long. So I just need to read it for my TBR roulette anyway, so that'll make it a little bit easier. Now let's do roll number 3. 1 across, 5 down. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got monsters. So this could be like fictional monsters or like killers, serial killers, just awful people. Let's replace that one with steal a book. For this one, I think I'm gonna go with one I have on hold from the library, which is Secret Lives of Murderers' Wives. I actually don't know who is the author. Let's look this up. Elizabeth Arnott is the author. We follow 3 wives who are all wives of convicted killers. During the summer of 1966, the women form an unlikely friendship after the discoveries of their husband's brutal crimes. They are attempting to forge a new future for themselves, and when a string of local killings hits the news, 3 women decide to get to work. After all, who's better to catch a killer than those who have shared their lives and homes with one? I think it's a really cool premise, and I hope I really enjoy it. I don't know about you, but I think serial killers are monsters, so... I'm also just like not in the mood for fantasy at the moment. I feel like I'm in a fantasy slump, so I'm not picking a fantasy monster. Let's do, what is this? Roll number 4, which would normally be my last roll, but since we got doubles, we have to do another one. 3 across, 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not what I wanted. True crime / nonfiction. I put this on there to read more nonfiction, but I just have not been in that era right now. But I do have some, so inspired by the last book I read is what we'll replace it with. I'm just not having high hopes about me finishing this TBR, I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna read The Courage to Be Disliked by Ikuro Kashimi. I'm so sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce those. I'm gonna listen to the audiobook, so I will learn from that. But it's not too long of a book. 260 pages. So I think this is a good one. The Japanese phenomenon that shows you how to change your life and achieve real happiness. And I guess it uses the theories of Alfred Adler, who is a very famous psychologist. This book follows an illuminating dialogue between a philosopher and a young man. Over those 5 conversations, the philosopher helps his student to understand how each of us is able to determine the direction of our own life, free from the shackles of past traumas and the expectations of others. A deeply liberating way of thinking, allowing you to develop the courage to change and ignore the limitations that you might be placing on yourself. I think this will be good. I'm not in the self-help, I'm not in the nonfiction mood, but I am excited that I'm finally getting to this. So I'm gonna try my darndest to actually read this. Let's go into what is our last roll, because if I get doubles on the last roll, it doesn't count because it was already a bonus roll. Please be the last one. 6 across, 1 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Cover matches my outfit. Let's replace it with physical, you can't see it, but physical TBR video. I'm wearing like this red-ish top and I'm wearing black pajama pants. So we'll see what I can find. I'm gonna go with Never Lie by Frida McFadden. Obviously the black, and then, sorry, I just gave you the finger, but and then the red, but the different shades of red, so it kind of matches my shirt. I really don't have that many red books, and none of them fully match this top, but I feel like this is the best fit. Plus, Summerween is in July. I'm going on vacation in July, so I want some quick reads, and this fits perfectly for that. This one's about newlyweds who, I think they're looking for a house to buy, but I'm not sure that they bought it. It seems like they're visiting this house and then a storm comes in and they're trapped there. A psychiatrist owned this house and has gone missing, but did her work in this house as well. So there are a lot of tapes from her work here, and our main character starts listening to them, and it reveals a horrifying story. So I think this will be good, a fun quick read, either for Summerween or while I'm on vacation on the beach. This sounds good. I'm really not sure how this TBR is gonna go, if I'm being completely honest. This is it plus Secret Lives of Murderers' Wives. Very mixed bag. It is all, except for the nonfiction, mystery and romance. So that is what I said I wanted. I actually did want more mystery. I'm gonna be honest. I know beggars can't be choosers, but we shall see how I do. I'm gonna go in with a positive. I need to change my mindset to positive, but right now I'm not feeling like I'm gonna finish this TBR. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them, and also let me know what you will be reading in July. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you liked the video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.